because it's a trunk piece, a hard-sided piece. There's no way I'm gonna buy that, you guys. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. I have been trying to find the leaks for the cherry collection for Louis Vuitton. They've just launched the multicolor range with the panda and the black and the white multicolor. Yes, I've made 100 videos about it already, guys, but you know, there's still gonna be upcoming drops coming, and there was a huge hype around the multicolor collection. I've watched several unboxings, which has been amazing. I've loved seeing what the pieces look like and what people think about them. There has been a few quality issues I've noticed, but that doesn't surprise me. But all in all, it seems like people are really stoked if you got your hands on the collection. So yeah, loving seeing all the unboxings. Now there is going to be a cherry blossom collection coming soon as well, which I assume you may be able to pre-order in like a month or so if you like pre-ordering stuff. But my most anticipated drop is definitely the cherries, because out of all three themes, the cherry has always been my personal favorite. Am I going to buy anything, guys? The truth is, this year, I really don't want to spend much money. Okay, like, I am a shopping addict, okay? I admit that 100 times on my channel. As much as people like to shame me about that, I think a lot of us also suffer from some sort of addiction or vice or something. And so I hope that me talking about it openly helps other people. And also, I just want you to know that you're not alone in the struggle with that. As silly as a struggle as it sounds, yeah, you might be, you know, trying to just deal with things in your life or deal with your own emotions. But this year, yeah, I guess I want to face my own emotions and what's troubling me, really. Other than that, the cherry collection, yeah, it makes you dream. It makes you feel like, oh my gosh, that's so cute. And, you know, for a while, that does make you feel really good. And I will say that I made a little tower yesterday for my Labubus. I took down my Christmas tree and I needed like somewhere to put all my plushies, because I've spent, over the last few months, thousands of dollars on plushies. I'm not even joking, you guys. That sounds really bad, but I went from kind of going crazy with the handbags to going to plushies, which I think is like equally as bad. So I'm trying to deal with that kind of tendency within myself as well, which is why the Murakami collection, although I'm excited, I can appreciate it. I don't know if it's something I'm necessarily gonna participate in myself, which I think is fine. I'm happy to still talk about stuff on my channel that I find beautiful, that I think is really cool. But it's not necessarily something I will unbox. That's just how I feel at the moment, guys. We'll see how I feel later. I did find my game on Bando the other day, and I thought, oh, I'm still cool. I can wear Louis Vuitton too, so yes, tried to tie it in my hair. But yeah, let's just cut to the chase, guys. What are the leaks I found? So I found this little trunk case with the big cherries on it. The code is M13711. As you can see, these are the enlarged cherries, which is my personal favorite form of cherry. So in the old collection, the pieces with the large cherry that I remember are some of the pieces with the exotic trim. So like a lizard trim, I think it was lizard, like it was like a sac Deauville or something, and a little kiss lock purse. Oh no, that one had the small cherry. There was the sac plat, just the sac plat. And there was a few other pieces with the enlarged cherries on it, which I found really cool. And I think the most iconic or popular bag was probably the Speedy 25, but this one featured the small cherries. So I do wonder if they'll do something like that again. I also found another little trunk piece with, again, the huge cherries. Now, these are not the double cherries, because on the previous big cherries, they would do double big cherries, but these are single cherries, but they're enlarged, which is a little bit different to what the cherries print was before, because the singular cherries were always very small. So they've done enlarged cherries in single cherry. So I think they're going to play with that proportion as well with the newer bags, which will be really cool. This particular piece, of course, it's adorable, but because it's a trunk piece, a hard-sided piece, there's no way I'm going to buy that, you guys. And I'm sure a lot of you would agree we would prefer something a little bit more accessible, like a pochette or a Speedy or something. But yeah, that is adorable. Then the other piece I found was, again, the enlarged cherries, single cherry, on this massive trunk piece again. So yeah, I think they're going to play around with that large singular cherry, which is something they haven't done before. So if we can imagine, so this is the only leaks I found so far, guys, because yeah, that's all I could find on Little Red Book. I can also see there's leaks of the cherry blossom. So there is going to be a lot of trunk pieces with the cherry blossom as well. And yeah, I talked about it in a previous video, but there's going to be a cherry blossom pochette. There's going to be, of course, a Speedy, a little like petite tote bag thingy, and a few SLGs. So I'm going to assume with the cherry print, it's going to be a similar thing. Perhaps there's going to be a cherry pochette, but maybe it's going to have these big cherries on it. I'm not sure. Perhaps they're going to do a Speedy 25 bandolier. I mean, they did do a Speedy 25 in the old collection, but perhaps they're going to do a Speedy 25 bandolier with the big cherries instead of those like mini cherries. I think that would really tempt a lot of people. Perhaps they're going to do a Speedy 20. I did hear a rumor though that they're going to combine denim with cherry as well. So I don't know what that's going to look like, but I mean, that makes sense because Louis Vuitton did in 2005 when they did the cherry kind of runway. There was a few denim bags on that runway show as well. So I guess they're referencing that exact kind of theme. So yeah, that's all I found so far. But I guess we can assume that they're going to play a lot with the big single cherry. Now, actually, now going back to like what I see with the first trunk, they're actually double cherry. They're actually double cherry. So either big single cherry or big double cherry that we're going to be seeing. And again, they're bringing back the brown monogram. So it's not like they're doing cherry on like a white monogram or something. They're definitely still playing around with the brown monogram or with the cherry. Now with the cherry blossom collection, they're also doing the pink cherry blossom, which is cute. In the past, they did the brown cherry blossom, the pink, and the white. They are bringing back the brown, as I just showed you, but they're also doing the pink. And you can see with the pink, they've got the little Neo Noe. They've got a little Marilini bag with the cherry pink. They've got the Alma BB, which I think will be super duper popular. Then there's also a cosmetics pouch, which I think will also be popular. And there's also a toiletry, which, oh, that is really cute. Now, it says X no buy. I don't know if they haven't bought it in perhaps China. Maybe in other regions they will have it. There's also a few Capucines bags available in the cherry collection. So I'm going to assume as well they're going to, so with the cherry blossom collection, I'm going to assume they're going to do some sort of cherry Capucines as well. But yeah, they're just some of the leaks I've recently found. What do you think, guys? Are you excited for the cherry, or do you prefer the cherry blossom? Yeah, for me, I think if I was going to buy something, it might be a silk, but we'll see, you guys. I don't think the cherry won't be until a few months, because first they'll release the cherry blossom and then they'll release the cherry. But I will be curious to see how the launch goes as well for the next few collections, because, well, I know it was quite a mess in the US for the multicolor and a lot of people were disappointed. So if you were disappointed and you didn't get anything from the multicolor, I mean, you've still got the cherry blossom and the cherry collection as well that you could be able to snag stuff from, right? Oh guys, I actually have a cherry jelly cat. Maybe I'll just appreciate my cherry jelly cat for now. And if you are a cherry print lover, I know that Coach is like does cherry quite a lot as well. Like they have a cherry charm and they have like cherry collection as well. So that could be a more affordable price point if you just love the cherry and you're not necessarily into Takashi Murakami as an artist. I was also thinking the other day, because I know a lot of people say that they'll buy the Takashi Murakami scarf and then frame it as an artwork piece, which I think, yeah, kind of justifies the purchase a bit more because it's a piece of work, art piece in your house. But I also think if you're just a fan of Takashi Murakami, you could definitely, like, for the amount that Louis Vuitton are charging for these pieces, you could buy like a real Takashi Murakami print, like, and you could put that in your house, right? I think that would actually be a little bit more like, you know, valuable actually if you're a Takashi Murakami collector than getting the Louis Vuitton silk scarf. Hey guys, so I'm really silly. The silk scarf is way cheaper than buying an actual Takashi Murakami print. However, I feel like a Takashi Murakami bag, like that's over $5,000, is actually more expensive than a legitimate Takashi Murakami print. So if you actually like him as an artist, maybe invest in the actual artwork print. It could actually be a better investment than the bag. But what do you think about that, guys? So you could do that. And what I've done myself, I've just bought merch from Takashi Murakami. Like, you can get the cherry blossom plushie. I bought it from this website. And the cherry blossom plushie is obviously, it's still rather expensive. If you're in Japan, you can probably source these charms much easier. I did pay a reseller fee, but it is cheaper than getting the Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami. And similarly, I picked up the little panda as well. And yeah, without purchasing the $1,300 panda charm. But I guess, you know, I see the value in the Louis Vuitton as well. But if you just like Takashi Murakami, don't feel like you need to necessarily buy the Louis Vuitton Takashi Murakami. You can buy all sorts of, like, he actually collaborates with a lot of different brands. Like, I even saw that he was going to collaborate with Marc Jacobs soon, which might be even cheaper than the Louis Vuitton collaboration. So I get it if you're a Louis Vuitton collector, but if you're not necessarily a Louis Vuitton collector, just know you can get Takashi Murakami stuff from a lot of places. So there's that too. But anyways, I'll stop blabbing on now. Thanks for watching my video today, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you guys really soon. Bye!